Okay, in this lesson today we're talking about the regions of the United States. First we need to identify what is a region. A region is an area that has one or more features in common. Regions can be divided into states, geographical features, climates, goods people produce. Regions and change. Regions can change over time. For example, fruit orchards used to grow fruit in Northern California. Now computer companies are there. Alright, so regions are, if you look at a map, it's a section where we have divided the country. For example, all the states in the south are known as the southeastern states or southern states. All the states in the north are called the northern states. Out west, western states. Northwest, southwest, middle part of the country, Great Plains states. They're divided by different categories. For example, for us, we live in an area where the Appalachian Mountains are located, so we can be called. You could even make up regions that have some geographical feature in common. Okay. Sometimes these regions are going to change. They may start out, as in this example, in Northern California, they grew fruit for the longest time, and then computer companies started moving in there, and now the area is known as Silicon Valley. So regions can change. There are types of regions. There are regions by location, landform, climate, and goods. Goods are what people produce. How do regions use their resources? Some regions have plenty of resources and some have less. So let's say, for example, here in Tennessee, we cannot grow pineapples, okay? But we have lots of quartz and marble and things like that, especially in East Tennessee. Well, let's say that there's a state or a region that grows pineapples and fruits and things that we need, but they don't have marble and quartz and the materials that we have here. Well, our states can work out trades with each other. Regions may specialize in one resource or make large amounts of products. Trade is buying and selling of goods. Now, for example, in Friendsville, Tennessee, they're known for their marble. Well, let's say that California doesn't have much marble, but they would like to have some. Well, we can work out with California or other states or other countries a trade. Now, you've probably done trading before in the cafeteria. Somebody has a sandwich you want, and you have a cookie they'd like, and you work out a trade so that both of you get those things. Now, connected regions. Today, different regions depend on trade with one another, with other regions for goods and services they do not produce. It goes back to that example I said. If you live in an area where you have items that other states do not have, and they have items that you have or that you don't have, you can work out trade. We see this in the restaurant business, I believe. If there's an area that grows trout, or trout grow in that area, and let's say in the Midwest they grow wheat and things like that, but they don't have many rivers where they can get trout from, then those two regions can work out a trade. We'll trade you so much wheat for so much trout. Okay? All regions of the U.S. are interdependent or rely on each other. In America, if we have something that we need, we can work out trade with other parts of the country. And that makes us interdependent. That means we rely on each other. This is a very important term. If I need something from another state or they need something from me, we can work out trade. It's kind of like what I have is good for you, what you have is good for me, so we're going to work out and make sure both of us have what we need. That's called interdependent. We rely on each other. Okay, lastly, I know I kind of went through this quickly, but I've got a few quiz questions for you here. What are three kinds of regions? Can you name those for me? In what way does trade affect what people can buy? And what regions do you live in? Okay, so what I would like for you to do is you can go back and watch this lesson again if you're really kind of unsure what I was talking about, or it's also found in your book. I would like for you to take a few minutes and try to answer these questions on your own and see what you come up with. What are 3 kinds of regions? And what way does trade affect what